Hey guys, back up in the office today and doing a video that I didn't think I'd ever have to do. This is an ECM from a 96 Chevrolet Suburban. Now they use these early pre-LS computers in the Vortec engines on Suburbans, 2500s, things like that. I had a viewer send me this, see if I could do anything with it. I had it for, I don't know, a couple months, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to build a bench harness or anything for it because there's not a lot of call to tune these. Until there was. Now, I got a friend of a friend who's got a 96 Suburban. And the problem with this, it runs good, but the problem is the VAT system in these with the key and the chip and the modules up behind the dash, impossible to get to. Once it gets weak, you have to, the quick fix is to put a resistor in line to trick the ECM to go, okay, that's the right key and let's start and all that kind of stuff. Well, doing this once or twice, it eventually stopped working. So he asked me if I could do anything with it. I'm like, well, let me try. So went out to the gentleman's house, plugged it in, and lo and behold, as you can see here, and this has already got it going on. We open up the computer, we go right to the system tab, wait for that to open up, and here we go. And then look, we have VATS delete, and it was enabled, so a quick click, disabled. All right, cool, that's what we came here to do. But since we're here, let's go ahead and see if we can make this thing a little spicier. Now the way that the settings in this vehicle and this ECU are laid out are different than any other GM or LS computer or stuff like that. So it took a little bit of, looking around, see what we got going on, trying a few different things here. What I'm basically doing here is looking for my spark tables. All right, and looking. Okay, and I decide, well, let's come back to that and look around a little bit. Okay, idle, we didn't have to do anything with. We're just looking to see what's here. Airflow, we didn't change injectors or headers or anything like that. We kind of looked at this and said, yeah, that'll work. All right, went to fuel. We went to power enrichment, which is always a kind of fun tab to visit on these GM computers. And look at this. When you go for the delay for power enrichment, 5 seconds. So after you put the pedal down and you go to pass somebody, 5 seconds until this computer would do anything. So we changed that to, that's right, 0 seconds. And left the RPM enable where it was. Kind of looked around, see, because I haven't been in one of these computers before, kind of seeing what's going on. Okay, this looks right. P enable, looking around. And this looks like pretty much all we need to do here. Checking out a couple other settings, and then come down here, and this is your fuel added under power enrichment. So we took this from about 3200 where it kicks on, and just for fun to go with the additional spark, which we're going to put in here in a second, 8% more fuel, which is kind of a rule of thumb on a stock engine. And then voila, here's what we're looking for. Now, if you're familiar with these GM and LS computers, this table looks all kind of upside down and backwards. Here's what your spark table looks like, and again, it's all kind of upside down from what's normal. No big deal, we can figure this out. And open up the table. Take a look, kind of let our brain take a look around here, see what's going to be the best way to change our spark table. And you can see after, you get a good amount of spark and then it kind of dies down. When it goes under load, kind of the standard for factory OEM tuning, and this is what we're gonna kind of assault here, decided, take a look around, maybe here, and thought a little bit better of it. How we're going to blend all this, and then we decided to go up to the top of our table, highlight the end here in our load and power range, and change all these final numbers to 31, or to 30 rather. Then we dragged over from 31, hit the interpolate or blend button, whatever you want to call it, click, and then voila, we have our new spark table, which I'll show you, kind of looks like this now. All the things in the upper right hand corner is your new table. The rest is just, you know, decel and normal driving, cruising, and everything like that. We didn't want to affect drivability. We just wanted to add some more power when you needed it. And it looks like we did that job, so job done. And that's about all we're going to do to this ECU. Again, looked at around a few more settings, decided, no, we don't need anything done here. And then we go and we write the tune back to the vehicle. Okay, so at this point, long story short, write the vehicle. It takes about 2.5 to 3 minutes on this thing remotely to write the tune. It's all loaded. We turn the key off. We disconnect from the OBD2 port, hit the key, and this thing fires right up. So yes, job done. So okay, maybe not the most exciting video here, but if you have one of these, they're like 96, 97 Suburban 2500s and stuff like that. Yes, you could still tune these computers. They have the, you know, the Vortec with the 2 little pod fuel injection, port injection on top, throttle body injection or whatever you want to call it on top, the 2 little pods. And you can make it significantly a little bit more power under load, and of course, take down that power enrichment delay from 5 seconds, take that down to 0, so when you step on it, it's going to get stepped on, and it's not going to just mess around and delay and have you hanging out there in the passing lane forever and ever waiting for this engine to go, oh, okay, now it's time to go. So, short video today, guys, on an obscure little computer, but, you know, there's probably somebody out there wondering about this, so made this video. Tell me what you think below, questions, comments, concerns down below, and we'll see you guys later. Thanks.